Howdy folks, got another short Clean Water Stores video. We're going to look at the drain line flow control. When the 5900 valve goes into a backwash, you're going to have a large amount of water, depending on the size of your system, coming out of the drain line and going to tubing. And each system size and each different media type get different types of drain line flow controls. They basically come in two kinds. One is called the internal and one is called the external. We're going to look at the internals first. If you have a small softener, you're going to have a rubber washer that would be like a 2 or a 2.4 button. If you have a iron filter that's a small iron filter, you're going to have a 5 or a 7. This is what the buttons look like. They're rubber and they are plainly marked on them. If they say 500 for the 5 gallon, they say 700, they say 240, and they're the internal ones. And where they go is we take out the drain line retainer clip and we pull the fitting out, and this is the drain line fitting right here on the 5900 valve. You turn the valve up, so you turn the fitting around, and right here is where the little DLFC button will go. You refer to the guide to figure out which one you're going to put in if it's an internal one, and then there's a beveled side to the button and a non-beveled side, and you want to orientate the beveled side up facing you when you install it. Like that. You just push it in there, then you push this back in, and then you put the retaining clip back on. Obviously you also are going to have the barb fitting and the tubing secured with a ring clamp also, but we're just talking about the DLFC. The DLFCs only go up to 7 gallons a minute for the rubber kind, so after that, then you get into the bigger ones. This is very common on a Pro-Ox iron or a Pro-Ox Air iron for a 1.5 cubic foot system. This is an external drain line assembly. It's 3 parts. When you get them, when you get the 3 parts, they're going to be assembled to show you how they're orientated, and then you will have to unassemble them and put Teflon tape or paste. The 10 GPM one is 3 components, the DLFC, and it's got a flow direction, and the barb fitting where you're going to connect your tubing to, and the fitting that's going to go in the drain line fitting and connect to the valve. So after you put Teflon tape or paste on all of them, then you will have it all screwed up tight like that, and that will all pop back in there and get secured with the tip. That is the 10 GPM one. The 12 GPM is a little bit more bigger and awkward looking, if you will. And it has a couple of extra parts in order to get up to the 1-inch size that it is. So this one has 5 components. It has the coming out of the drain line and then bushing up and bushing down out of the drain line flow control, and then again. And it's true, if you look down the center hole, you'll see that the hole in the middle of the flow control is actually slightly smaller than everything else. It's doing its job, limiting the flow out of the valve to 12 gallons a minute. And same thing, after you hook that one all up with Teflon tape and paste, then it will also screw into the valve the same way the other one did, okay? And that's the DLFC video, folks. Thanks.